Hello, everybody. You're listening to the Fairweather Podcast. Your boy 2K Suave. I'm joined with my dog A Rod, and almost there to the chip. Almost there to the chip. My dog Sammy here, holding it down for him and Vic. Vic is still drunk off after game two. Apparently, he was partying with Paul Pierce with the strippers and shit. Uh, uh, so he's still doing his thing. He'll be back. He'll be back next week to gloat when y'all win this series. But what up, Sammy?
Chilling, bro. Got the game pretty good in hand right now. We'll see what happens. It's still a long series. Got two more dubs. Hopefully, we can get banner 18 by the end of the week. But feeling pretty confident from what I'm seeing. So yeah, feeling good.
Hey, Rod, I have a question for you before you give me your crazy, wacky, funny. You concerned about your boy A Rogers?
No,
He's
he
just
wants
chilling,
to.
right? He's
He's
just
just
chilling.
chilling. Yeah, he's just chilling. I'm not
What
worried about.
about Hassan Reddick?
I'm a little more worried about that one.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, give me your crazy, wacky, funny.
Crazy, wacky, funny. Fuck. I didn't come prepared. Come to me last.
Pause. Go ahead, Sammy.
All right, so there's some context I got to put in here. So I was texting A-Rod about being excited for the Copa America and the Euros, and I was like, man, based on talent, like I'm looking at the rosters, and I'm like, man, I really think the U.S. men's national team can make a push in the Copa America, man. These boys come out against Colombia on Saturday and get
Mac.
waxed 5-1. Now,
Whew.
there's some context there, too, because Colombia is coming off 21 straight victories, haven't lost as a national team in like a year and a half or something like that. So pretty crazy either way. But just the effort it wasn't even that because I was watching the game and I'm like, man, the U.S. is better. Technically, they're better. But their coach is just so ass and has no idea what to do with this team. And it's really frustrating me, honestly. It's really frustrating.
You know what the problem is? And I've been on the record for saying this before, a long time ago. Our soccer team in the United States, with the women aside, our men's soccer team in the United States, unlike most countries, you got to be rich to play soccer. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to certain sports, like in America, like baseball and soccer, you got to have a little bit of money because you got to travel, you got to buy the equipment, you got to do all this shit. That's why you see like African Americans kind of fizzling down in baseball right now because like the game just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Whereas you go to Colombia, man, these motherfuckers they need that shit. And a lot of countries, like for the like a lot of the countries are kind of like look at the reason why France wins because they get all their boys from people who are hungry and struggling. Like you
How
when
about
you when you come up and you struggle, you hungry, it's different. Like when you put your country on your back, it's like it's different. Whereas with us, man, we the most divided country in the world. I mean, like I don't know what I can't speak for Russia. I can't speak for all these other countries, but like we so divided and triggered about everything. Like so it don't feel the same when we put it on. But over there, man, shit, I work hard for this shit. So I think it's just a matter of we need to start doing a better job from the youth. And because like everybody's kids plays soccer when they're kids because it's just the first sport they can play at such a young age. But then we're already planning in the back of our head, man, I can't wait for him to get old enough for football, baseball, basketball. You know what I mean? So like there's some special kids in soccer, and they go play other sports. You know, OBJ, Chad Johnson, like they got good footwork and all that shit. I mean,
But that also comes with like the way we promote it as well. Like, the product we put on the field. If we had like really good product, which I mean they do have good product, they just don't have a good coach. But like if the product was enticing and like people were wanting to see it, then maybe there would be swing them to go play soccer instead of.
if they was hungry, they're not hungry. Like look at
I think the
basketball.
players are hungry. I think the federation is very confused and stuck in their ways on wanting to play a certain style of soccer. And it's like, dude, your team is way too talented to play this boom ball shit. Like you can't do this. Like you have players that like this is the most talented US men's national team of all time.
I
Hands
agree.
down, of all time. These guys can play. Most of these guys play in Europe and play in big clubs in Europe. And it's like, okay, you getting what you wanted because of what Klinsmann was instilling in, U.S. soccer. Let's continue that growth, right? Like, let's go push to get Zidane, like convince him to come here and coach and lead the federation. I know the big thing with Jose Mourinho was he wanted full control of the federation. Yeah, I would too if I was being asked to coach the men's national team. I'd want full control because I'd want to grow something. Because I think a lot of these Europeans, these South Americans, they look at US and they're like, wow, there's so much potential here. If I controlled this federation, I could win every big championship in the world. So
I have a question. Because you obviously know soccer a lot better than I do. You can identify coaches and shit like that. So in NBA terms, what kind of coach does that team need? Or in basketball terms, what kind of coach does that team need?
Right now, currently, they need like a Spoelstra, right? They need somebody who's going to implement tactics properly, who's going to utilize everybody in the proper way to their skill set. You know what I'm saying? You could even maybe say, see, I'm not going to say like a Phil Jackson because he's like kind of stuck.
Well, what about like a Michael Malone, a Steve Kerr?
Potentially. I just think more so just because of the youth, the athleticism, like I think a Spoelstra type coach in soccer would work. Somebody who's instilling some tactics, but bringing, physicality, because that's what the USA has, right? Compared to some of these other nations. These guys are all 6 foot and above and they're fast as shit. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of them, like, Gio Reyna, Pulisic is a little smaller, but Gio Reyna, Pulisic, they're all quick and they have great footwork. So it's like, you've got everything you need in one team, bro. And you have this plethora of people all over this country, so diverse, all different skill set, talent levels, sizes, pause. You can just create something beautiful, and they just won't.
And in NBA terms, what kind of coach do we have right now?
The guy for the
Doug Rivers.
Damn. So do you think they just go for like the big name rather than like the right? Okay, perfect. Makes sense. That's the best.
He's just like a big name in U.S. soccer. Like he's not like.
We have Frank Vogel.
Anyway, you got your crazy yet, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll keep it in soccer, man. What have I been telling you about my boy for Brazil? What have I been saying about my boy for Brazil? All right, so what was it? They played Mexico, and it was a 2-2 game to the 90th minute, and 17-year-old phenomenon Endrick with a header to win the game, man. With a header, man. That's some FIFA shit right there in the last second.
Give your boy Vinny some credit. That cross was nasty.
Oh, the cross was nice too. Yeah, it's gonna be perfect. Like,
and by the way, you forgot to mention they both got subbed on like 5 minutes before that.
Yeah.
Hey, the youth, bro, the youth coming through right now in soccer. It's time.
Vinny's looking weird with the fucking like the extensions in his hair. I don't like that, but hey, do what you got to do, man. You went to Miami, so. But yeah, this kid Endrick, he's going to be really, really fucking good. And he's only 17 years old, and he'll be playing in Real Madrid next year too, which is going to be even wild. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic.
Okay,
France jersey or Brazil jersey, Sammy?
Golden State Warriors.
I have some Nike fun money to spend. It's got to be the Brazil jersey or a France jersey, one of the two.
All right. Keeping it in the soccer world because I got to. Manchester United. We decided to keep Mr. Ten Hag. That FA Cup made him look good, bro. We got that lasting image. Me personally, I remember when I got home, I was like, yeah, we can stick it out. We just got to be healthy, and we got to really come with it next year. Cause like, bro, it was like, we had our moments, and then we had our shit. But to me, I think what they were able to display in that FA Cup against an obviously much more talented team, they played like they wanted to make sure that he kept his job. And that shows a lot. Like, you've seen games when the coach on the chopping block and they just come out, you lose by 40. You know what I'm saying? You lose by 4 touchdowns and some shit. Remember the Chargers and shit? When they played against Oakland, when Oakland played against the Chargers, it was like 56-7, and they say, yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here. So, I think we my dogs came through for the man. Now it's put up or shut up time. At this point, it's put up or shut up. You know how I get. I'm very, sad about the team all the time, but it's put up or shut up, man. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. But we talked about the youth. The youth showed up in the FA Cup for us too, and I think that kind of shows. All right, man. Maybe there's a direction that we got to just go to, or maybe I don't know what's gonna take. Then he might have to take him to a pub, and get some warm beer. I don't know what they got to do, but let's go. I need some Ted Lasso shit. I need y'all to like want to play for him. You know what I mean? So that's what I got from the soccer world. We it's nice that we get to highlight soccer real quick every now and then because obviously we talk basketball and football a lot, but time to talk about basketball. All right, so Sammy, you are here to represent the Boston Celtics. How many games we all? I picked 6 games. What did you say, Rod?
7.
You said 7. Sam, you said 4. You said sweet. And then Vic said what, 5? He said 6 as well. He did say 6 as well. And right after game 1, I was like, this could very well be a sweep. Maybe 5 because they feeling nice, but this could very well be a sweep. Now, I'm gonna start.
It's funny. Like I actually because we were talking and stuff. I felt the opposite of you, right? Like I knew we were gonna win game 1. Like I just know it. For some reason we've been doing that all year. Like first game we punch people in the mouth real quick,
gangbusters, and then game 2.
I was nervous. Like I'll let you go, but like I was nervous. I was like, okay, game 2 is gonna really tell me what this team is about. So,
the floor is yours. What did game 2 tell you? Because obviously it was nip and tuck a little bit. Luka did his thing, but y'all still did the same shit.
There were 2 things that I noticed. We went less to that your turn, my turn that you and I have talked about a lot, KK, and went more to the team basketball, drive, kick, make cuts, go off screens, all that type of stuff. And we weren't hitting our threes. We were playing solid defense.
Yeah.
We were playing good team basketball. And we were getting to the cup. I mean, besides Jason Tatum, but mostly everybody was getting
turnover.
And we shot about 29 or 30%. I think it was 28 or 29% from 3 in game 2, and we still kept the lead. And I don't know, it was just overall impressive. I was super impressed with what we did, and I really liked the defense that we're employing. Right, we're not letting anybody else score. If Luka goes off, he has to score 100 to beat us. So we're kind of not soft coverage, but we're not doubling him, and we're making sure Kyrie doesn't go off. We're not going to make PJ Washington get comfortable, and then they're going to have to try and win with Gafford and Lively, and it's like, good luck with that, because those guys are a liability on defense because they can't cover these wings. They're going to foul them every single time. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing. I'm very, very nervous about the Porzingis situation. We're gonna see what happens.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I just want to get your first initial reaction, and then
that's
all right.
That's how I felt about game 2.
And then real quick, because I'm looking at, I'm a stat guy today, I guess. So rebounds basically equal, 44-43. Assists, that game 1 was an outlier to me because they had 9 assists as a team. I ain't never seen that in my lifetime, but it's 26-15. Steals is about equal. Blocks. So all the shit that Derek Lively and Gafford and shit was doing before with the blocks, they average 2 blocks a game right now. Y'all averaging 7. So like that's where you guys are winning. The turnovers are about the same, but the rest is just what's the word I'm looking for? Accuracy. You know what I mean? You guys are shooting 32% from 3 for, I think you guys during the season was 39. The Mavericks are shooting 24% from the 3-point line. Right. So you know how Miami that had that game 2, they made 23 threes. Do you think it could be that simple for the Mavericks where we just got to hit our fucking threes?
I would originally say that, but I think we're looking at a team that probably is closer to what we saw from the Orlando Magic back in 2009, where what we saw in the Eastern Conference Finals or the Western Conference Finals and the Western Conference Semifinals were kind of outliers, right? Like, I don't think this team is that good of a 3-point shooting team. Like during the playoffs, they were one of the best. But I think you have teams like OKC and Minnesota sitting back and being like, oh, now you're missing your shots, right?
Yeah.
Now you're missing your shots. You hit everything against us.
That's how Laker fans feel every time they watch Jokic not do well. It's like Jokic and Jamal Murray. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Where was this? Sometimes it just be like that, dog. It just be like that. I wanted to look at. I'm not gonna look it up, but I was gonna look at what the Mavericks shot during the season. But yeah, free throws too, 65% versus y'all 82%. So to me, A-Rod, actually no, you go A-Rod. Just your initial reaction on what you watch in the first two games. Obviously, well, I don't. Are you watching from a biased or unbiased lens? Because you know Kyrie and shit, but biased or unbiased? Because Luka's there too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hate the Celtics organization and I hate Kyrie, so it's like it washes out for me. I have to go with the better of the two evils, and I don't dislike any of the players on the Celtics. I pay attention to Jason Tatum. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you biased or unbiased?
I'm unbiased. I'm unbiased.
Okay.
The whole thing. I just pay attention to Jason Tatum and like I'm waiting to hear the next day when they're gonna crucify him for everything that he does, man. Like that's the thing that I watch. But like Sammy said, I'm used to seeing, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, and it didn't look like that the the first two games. And holy Porzingis first game, man. Like the first half, I was like, this is heaven. This is heaven for you guys.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I text y'all? I'm like, yo, what's the odds for Finals MVP plus 4,000? Yeah, I might go smash that real quick.
He definitely. I mean, I was singing his praises the whole night. I was like, damn, I remember when it was like this. It was good to see it for them. My biggest scare, and I didn't want to say it, but he gets hurt easily all the time. It's hard to stay up and be that agile as a big man. But looking at the
I want you after you finish your point, I want you to get into the Kristaps injury now before you pass it back to Sammy, because obviously you have a history of knowing about this and you kind of warned of this could happen. So finish your thought and then jump into the Kristaps injury.
I mean, the thought is just like the Mavericks they just look gassed. They look gassed from the series they were before. And I mean, for Luka to have 1 assist, that's a wild stat for me in it all.
But that means they're just not making shots because Luka's game has not changed.
Yeah,
Luka is
absolutely, but it's like what I was saying about this team the whole time. They're just a bunch of like role players playing with Luka and Kyrie, and either Kyrie is getting old or Kyrie's just burnt, man. Like I like to see him to score this many points. It's wild because I kept saying throughout the series they got to combine for at least 60, 65 points between the two of them for things to happen, and that's not happening. So
you stepped on lucky, bro. You stepped on lucky, bro. It's 12 in a row now.
Fight the curb.
I'm telling you,
Kyrie just can't help himself, dude. Like he's hearing the chants, he's doing all this, and he's like,
I know.
What, dude? Like
he said, I see y'all game 5. I was like, no, Kyrie, no. I was trying to defend you last week, no. I was like, no, please, no, Kyrie. I don't know. It's just to give my perspective before I pass back to you, A-Rod, about Kristaps, just kind of on what I'm seeing from this series. Just like you, A-Rod, unfortunately, I've been watching Jason Tatum a lot more now. I'm like, I gotta see it because I'm ready. Because like me, the Sixers haven't had a dog in the fight in a long time, and LeBron James is 49 years old. I'm like, okay, bro. Like my basketball more like heroes and shit. Where I'm paying attention, I have nothing to cheer for anymore. So now I'm watching for like who's the next guy. You know what I mean? And I'm watching Tatum, and that's what I'm focused on. But while that's happening, one thing I was really watching was Joe freaking Mazzulla and how he's ran this fucking team at this young of an age. And you know me, I was talking hot boy shit about him, because like I don't like his eyebrows. I thought he was too young, and they got rid of my Nigerian brother Ime Udoka over some bullshit. So to me, I didn't like Mazzulla to start with, but he over the literally during this whole playoff run, I'm like, this motherfucker coach, dog. Like the way this team plays. But then I'm trying to think. What did I tell you, A-Rod, who my 51% was, why I lean one way than the other? I said Drew Holiday over Derek White. Drew Holiday is motherfucking him. So while I'm watching Jason Tatum, I'm watching Mazzulla's a dog. He can coach. But Drew Holiday, bro, that's championship D and fucking A. And you can't teach that. That's what shit you have or you don't have. So that was my perspective on what I saw. But A-Rod, like I was saying earlier, because I want to jump into Kristaps because I was at work today having a crazy day. I looked to my left and we got the TV. I was like, oh shit, it says rare. What? How did he have a rare injuries that dated? Bro, I never. He's literally inventing. Injuries at this time. So, A-Rod, you come from him knowing what, like, you've seen it before. You warned Sammy. Can you please give a public statement, a PSA from Mr. Sammy?
I mean, Sammy knew. It was Vic that was like, nah, he's gonna be healthy, he's gonna be good, and all that. But I mean, it's hard to keep It's hard to keep a guy up like that at 7'3". So it's I don't even know what the injury is, man. Like it's a rare injury. It's weird to even say it. I don't want to mispronounce the ligaments and all of that. So it's just unfortunate because when he was with the Knicks, I had to deal with that too. It wasn't the same type of injury, but it was a whole bunch of shit with his knees and his legs and all of that shit. So
torn medial retina column. What the fuck?
Say it 10 times fast.
Retina column. What the fuck?
There's nothing to report there. When the guy is healthy, I mean, he's fucking gold. He's great. You saw him in the first quarter, 18 and 3 blocks. Like, come on, man. The guy.
You saw my tweet?
I saw your
What I say?
I'm not. You can tell him. I don't want to hype you. You hype yourself.
Listen. All the bullshit, all the happy shit they be saying about that fucking French dude, Rudy Gobert. Kristaps showed in literally one quarter why Rudy Gobert should have never been voted Defensive Player of the Year, never have no awards, all that $270 million. Yeah, I'll pocket watch it because he lengthwise pause and like the frame compared to Kristaps, that's about the same, right? About the same frame. Kristaps is 35,000 times better than this dude, bro. 35,000 offensively, defensively. He could go chase. He be chasing down point guards. He could switch on him. He gonna switch. I'm like, God damn, Rudy, you trash, dog. So
but the best ability is availability, and Kristaps,
I don't give a fuck. I'll take that 3 quarters of Chris. What he did in that first quarter was more than Rudy did his whole playoffs. Tell me I'm lying.
Listen,
in that one quarter.
But this exactly whatever Rudy did in the playoffs against the series against the Mavs, he did it in one quarter. But it goes back to what I was saying before about Kristaps Porzingis. Is like, do we feel like they're rushing him out there because he's a he's a unicorn for a reason? I know it was a lot of time to rest, but I've dealt with this before. I've dealt with him before, and I feel like it's still rushed because you want him there for the finals. And had a great game 1. But that little hobble on the side or on the baseline there, that's some scary shit, man. So I still think they're better. Like Al Horford can do his job and they can wax this team. So
because like think about it, back Golden State series, I still thought that they were the better team. They just weren't mentally ready. This team without Kristaps, to me, was going to be the best team in the East, regardless. To me, he has like not necessarily a KD effect on when they threw him on Golden State, but like you ain't got shit for him. Like when he's healthy, bro, I'm watching them try to guard this tall ass motherfucking dog. They got the Gafford hand in the face like dummy over him. They got PJ Watt hand in the face like dummy. Oh, I'm like, God damn, dog. They ain't got nothing for this dude, bro.
So fucking smooth too, man.
Nothing for him, dog.
So smooth, like it's ridiculous.
All right, Sammy. What's up, bro? How you feeling, dog?
I mean, I'm feeling okay. I mean, at this point, like if it's not broken, if his Achilles isn't ruptured, fucking throw him out there. This is what you play for. You play for a championship. I mean, he said it. He said he'll die out there, and I think
I gained a lot of respect. I gained a lot of respect for Buddy when he said, I was like, God damn it, he's a warrior. That's the shit I'm talking about in soccer. Them motherfuckers ain't going to say that in the U.S. team. I ain't going to die out there. No, that's Kristaps. Let's go, bro.
I want to say this, too. There could be something hobbling Luka, but I want you guys to watch. As soon as he goes down 10, he starts hobbling. Like, dude, if that's not one of the most, like, bitch-made moves, like, I'm hurt.
Every professional athlete does it. I'm telling you.
Cooked. So but everybody that's coming out and saying, "Oh, it's because Luka's hurt. That's why they're losing." Bitch, what? That bitch had 35 points and we still smacked that ass. Like, come on, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Remember I told y'all last week what he was averaging during the season? It's like, yo, it don't matter. He gonna give y'all 30, 10, and 10 regardless. But what y'all doing, it's like, God damn it, I hate Boston. But damn it, I love the way they fucking play basketball, though. I'm like, and fuck, this is gonna bring me to the next point that I want to talk about. Is we're gonna talk about Jason Tatum because me and A-Rod watching the same shit, and obviously the discourse is out there, you know what I'm saying? And it's like all that shit is out there about Tatum. We trying to watch, oh my God, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Meanwhile, Coach Mazzulla is fucking coaching his ass off. X's and O's galore right now. And the fact that we're so focused on two players when, quite frankly, they got two or three other players consistently playing a little bit better than those two players. That's how good Mazzulla is coaching this shit right now. So, again, we're focused on Tatum. We focus on Jaylen Brown. But the others, we call them the others, are the ones that, to me, are really carrying the shit. Now, the discourse, obviously, is like, Tatum and Brown, Shaq and Kobe, Jordan. Like, how everybody was like, there was always like a little saltiness for the number 2 guy compared to the number 1 guy. And I brought it up last week because, I was trying to be toxic. But, I feel like these motherfuckers be listening to me, dog. Because I brought this shit up last week. Hey, I talked this shit last week, did I not?
As long as you're honest.
And then all of a sudden, everybody's talking about it too. I'm like, all right, bitch. I said it first. But anyway, Sammy, this is your team, so you got to lead this one off. And I said it. I'm gonna kind of rephrase what I asked you last week. Right now, we don't know who's gonna win Finals MVP, right? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are obviously number 1 and number 2, however you want to slice it on the team. Do you think? Because I think J. Kidd tried to put a little fucking bad juju on it. Well, Jaylen Brown is clearly the best player on the team. And then do you think that shit could kind of get to their head a little bit? Like, all right, man, I'm trying to win this fucking Finals MVP. I'm gonna turn the ball over 6 times in the lane, or I'm gonna make. I don't want to shoot this shot, but I got to shoot. Do you think the noise could really? I wouldn't say fuck up the series, but you can win the series and still lose the team. You know what I mean? Like LeBron and Kyrie left each other a year and a half after they, you know what I mean? So you think this could
He said that in game 1, and I think that was a salty ass move of his to do that, to try that after game 1 and not do that in game 2 or 3. He knew his team was cooked. He had to do something to try and mess with the other team, right? Like that's like a desperation. Yeah, it's a desperation move. You usually don't see that happen until like game 2 or 3 when the other team's up 2-1, 3-0, whatever, and you're like, okay, I got to do something. I got to mess with their psyche somehow because my team's not going up. But my other part about it is I would say potentially if I didn't see the game that I saw from Jason Tatum, on Sunday, there's a lot to hate, and I get it. There's a lot to hate. There's also a lot to love. And if he said that statement and we saw like a complete dud, I would have agreed. He almost had a triple-double. I don't know if you guys saw in like the end of the third quarter.
I was shocked. I was like, he has how many assists? Because the rebounds are going to be there. I'm like, yeah, what? How many assists? 9? Damn.
He said, I don't give a shit if he's the best player. I just want – and I liked it because it wasn't his words. And Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have each other's back forever. People will try this shit all the time. It doesn't matter. The only thing that makes Jaylen Brown mad –
shot 22 shots.
Is the only thing that makes Jaylen Brown mad, I think, is when he gets snubbed from things that he feels he deserves, as we've already seen. Like he goes,
shit.
He goes,
shit.
But in this case, I think they both are just so hungry for a title. They're really sounding off on everything. They don't care what anybody's saying. And when you see Jason Tatum coming out and getting 11 assists, 12 assists in a game, and I think he had that before the fourth quarter anyway. He had almost a triple double. He just needed, I think, like 2 or 3 rebounds, and he got to 9.
Assists. He had the rebounds. He only had 9 assists.
Oh, 9 assists. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was more than I think the previous game.
But he's averaging 10 rebounds and 8.5 assists a game.
Yeah. So he's still playing. Like he's playing the same way. I mean, and I there were many moments where I thought he was going to take one. Like you said, it was getting his head. He would take like a bad shot. But honestly, I looked at the shot selection overall from Sunday. It with game 2, and I was like, I'm not mad at this shot. Like I didn't hate a lot of the shot selection. Like usually ask A-Rod, I'm screaming at my TV because I think it's bullshit. But I was fine with the shot selection. Yes, there were some mistakes that he was making. Like he couldn't handle the fucking ball. That was what I was getting mad at. I was like, you look like Jaylen Brown from the finals. Like
either of them could handle the fucking ball.
I mean,
they're averaging 8.5 turnovers between the two of them alone.
Yeah,
4 and 4.5. That's fucking crazy.
But if you look at the usage, I mean, you're gonna expect that from people that have more usage.
Hey, when your turnover ratio, like for Jaylen Brown, your assist turnover ratio is 4.5 to 4. That's a horrible turnover ratio.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, but that's also assuming that you're passing every single time too. So, but
touche.
But hey, I don't give a shit. That motherfucker makes up for it every fucking time, and at least in these finals he has. And
when he stood up Kyrie.
Yeah.
So A-Rod, to you now, because we've been paying attention to this shit, right? Who's Tatum, who's Brown? What have you learned about these two players based on what you're watching right now? And does it change anything for you, kind of moving forward?
No, it's exactly what I said last week. It's like you were bitching when you came on here about Gen Z and all that shit, man. That's what these fucking kids are, man. Like they just don't care. They want to win at all costs. Whoever it is, it is. Like I think they don't give a fuck. But the media will crucify Jason Tatum if he doesn't win it, which he probably won't. And then if he does win, it'll be like, what the fuck, man, But Jaylen Brown and like Sammy said earlier, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum got each other's backs. Like that, they're two peas in a pod. So if the media wants to try and break that up, it ain't gonna happen. But are
we sure? Because they're pretty different. Jason Tatum from St. Louis, he just light-skinned it. And then homeboy Brown's from Atlanta, but went to fucking Cal because he's smart as fuck. He's like a fucking genius. So like. To me, they're different in a way. Like Kobe and Shaq were fucking different. Like Michael and Scottie were different. A lot of dynamic duos, whether you want, like they're fucking different. You know what I mean? So you don't think like it's in the back of it. Like Jaylen Brown said, "Oh, word, I don't win shit." No, and then in laughter, you stay as shit. That's kind of in the back of your fucking mind too.
No, as toxic as I want to be, like I can't. I gotta agree with Sammy. Is like this. They got each other's back, and that's it, man. That's how it's gonna be. And it's. We want to see somebody take over in the finals, but it's gonna be like one guy's gonna take. It's gonna be my turn, your turn per games, and it could be Drew Holiday, it could be fucking Kristaps Porzingis, it could be whatever. At all costs to get banner 18. That's how it's gonna be.
And I think you could say that, KK. I know you're trying to bait us. But you could say that if you saw a change in the style of play of those two. But I don't think from game 1 to game 2 we saw anything different besides the fact that some of the shots weren't falling. Like I thought they were getting the same type of plays. They were driving to the cup the same exact way each time, looking for each other. There was how many times Tatum was passing to Brown, like passing up a one-on-one. Yo, go get yours. So.
Okay, that's fair. We're gonna get back to Boston because I'm going off the assumption y'all gonna win the series, so we'll see. But before we make this towny podcast and we talk about Boston all day, we gotta talk about Dallas. Now, Sammy, you were alluding to an injury or whatever with Luka, but we look at Luka right now. He's literally all they got. It feels like it's like. He's averaging 40 minutes a game. He's taking 24 shots a game. He's averaging 31 points, 6 assists, almost 11 rebounds. He's only shooting 46% from the free throw line. What the fuck is that? And then 38 from 3. All right. So outside of that, this reminds me of like LeBron in the 2015 finals when Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt. He said, I gotta do every fucking thing like. Nobody can tell me to this day the Finals MVP for 2015 was not Andre Iguodala, bro. It was LeBron James because he literally had Matthew Dellavedova and Timothy Mozgov. He got Timothy Mozgov like $80 million. Like that's how good he played that series. And you look at Luka, the next leading scorer is 16 points behind him, 31. PJ and the next leading scorer is not Kyrie Irving. It's PJ Washington. So with you guys, 21 for Jaylen Brown, 19 for Holiday, 17 for Tatum, 16 for White. It's Porzingis got 60. Y'all's is so spread out. So Luka, no matter what, more than likely they lose this series, right? Do you think if he I don't know what the injury concern is, but like, do you think like how he's playing right now is gonna like we're gonna look in the future like, damn, this is a moment where he really did everything he can, but Luka's really like that because like you're watching it from obviously more a Celtics lens. Me as a Sixers fan, I watched Kobe and Shaq. I was like, these motherfuckers is good dog. As a LeBron fan, I watched Golden State. I said, these motherfuckers can't miss. So for you with Luka, like, what's your take on Luka? You know, we talked about it earlier this year. That was my MVP. That's why I'm happy he's playing how he's playing. But what are your thoughts on Luka right now?
I mean, he's nasty. Every time he shoots the ball, I think it's going in. Like that's how I feel about that guy.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I think about is like people's not us, but I just mean in general, people they're shocked that like Dallas has made it this far, and they're like, oh, where's everybody else? It's only Luka on this team. And the only thing I think about is that satellite or the moon guys meme with the guy holding the gun and the other guy always has been. Always has been. Just because there were 2 series where the rest of those guys went off. And some of these teams didn't adjust, right? Like Gafford and Lively just playing extra aggressive and extra tough on these other players, and they couldn't handle it. But now you're up against a team that will play tough with you because we've been trained by the Miami Heat for 5 years of getting our ass kicked that we know what it's like to get pushed around. You know what I mean? So, I mean, when you look at the Luka situation, by God, and I'm the most critical of the Celtics. You guys know that. Vic hates me for it. So I do look at it, from a perspective of, damn, I think every team that we play can beat us. But
do you think you could do anything better than you're doing right now with Luka? Because to me, he's just hitting tough fucking shots all day.
I think that's been the game plan. Like, it's like, don't let anybody else score or make everybody else earn their buckets harder. Because no matter how many people you put on Luka, he's still going to, like you guys have said, he's still going to get 35. Like, it doesn't, you cannot stop it. I was looking at so many situations, Tatum in his face, Al Horford. And I thought Al Horford's been playing decently well on Luka. Like, not perfectly, but he's been there step for step.
Better than Rudy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you just can't stop him, dude. Like, it's insane. But there's got to be some mind games going on with Kyrie right now. And I think it's also the other side of the spectrum where these Celtics are very, like, they want to stop Kyrie. Like, they don't even give a shit about Luka.
Remember what y'all did with Durant? Y'all wanted to stop Durant? Well, y'all wanted to stop Durant. That series, bro, changed my whole perspective of that basketball team because of that specific series. And to me, y'all took the fucking challenge for real with Kyrie because everyone knows what's Kyrie gonna do. Everyone just expects Luka to be fucking Luka, right? It's like whatever. But we know this series was, what was it? NBC Sports Boston got Kyrie as the number 1 hated motherfucker in the fucking city, and the crowd apparently wasn't loud enough in game 1, so they tried to turn that bitch up in game 2. So like I had this shit titled in my thing. I was like, Luka Magic, Kyrie Tragic. You know what I mean? Because like I used to be a newspaper guy, so that was perfect for the newspaper. But like, from what you're seeing with Kyrie, because we can talk good about Luka, but like let's talk Kyrie. I'll start with you, Sam, before I go to you, A-Rod. What is it? Is it just y'all just playing y'all ass off defensively, or do you think there's something mentally like I'm fucked up, bro?
I think there's a slight mental aspect to it. Just if you look at the fact historically, he's 0-12 against the Celtics since leaving, and 0-5 in
the last 12, yeah.
0-6 in Boston. So there's probably a slight mental thing, like when he's playing the Celtics, like he just feels like, oh, like I got to do more. But I think like these guys are like the Michael Jordan. I took that shit personal. Like with the way Kyrie ended that relationship, they took that shit personal. And they really are, even when he hits his buckets, right? And I think we all say it like, damn, that was a nasty bucket. But it was because it's such a tough bucket. And every single time he's going to the rack or trying to make it move, like he has to put so much more emphasis, so much more effort to get those buckets. And then you look on the other side, right? We're forcing him to play defense. We're forcing him to run off ball. So he's getting put into a situation that's probably a little bit more difficult for him. And you could say the same thing about Luka. Not to mention, I'm sure I don't know if you guys saw. The Celtics did not give a shit if Derrick Jones pulled the jumper. They did not even care. They just said, we don't want him dunking. Let him shoot as many fucking threes as that man wants. He's trash. If he hits 2, okay, then guard him. Until he hits 2, that man trash. So you got that situation. Then PJ Washington obviously looks a little bit scared. Kleba, forget it. He's still definitely hurt. He's been passing up every single shot.
Bro, what? Them putting him on the court is a travesty. I'm like, bro, stop it, bro. Y'all need to fucking stop this
These
shit
people
right
are
now.
like, and I hear it like on ESPN and stuff, Barstool, and they're like, oh, wait till Kleber comes back. Man, what? Man, what?
Come on, man. That dude is not ready to play basketball right now. Like, leave that motherfucker. Leave him out of this shit. Damn. All right.
Chris said Max Kleber is a threat in their life. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's such garbage shit. I'm sorry, Max Kleber.
Hey, Rod, you're the number one Kyrie hater, man. The floor is yours, man. What you got?
I don't even fucking know what's up with that guy, man. I don't know if he's in his head. I don't know if it's the bad luck coming back to haunt him for stomping on Lucky and all the shit that he did in Boston that one time. I really don't know what it is, man, but it's uncharacteristic to see him play this way. And, I was just like, try to be the better man in this KK. I really was, to be like, yeah, he's matured a little bit. And then, his answer at the end, I was like, oh, here we go. Here's Kyrie that I knew was going to come out with your little feather earring and all that bullshit. So,
bro, he's Native American. What do you want me to do, dog?
We're all Native American, man. This country's based off rape and pillage, so I get it, man.
Here we go, bro.
But he's also a great Muslim too. So, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just looks. It looks crispy when he's going to the, with the fucking layup shit every time, and it's been tough for him to get in there and do that. But I have to watch games with Shotgun Guy, and he's like, bro, Kyrie Irving is so trash. I hate mocking him, but that's how he sounds. He's like, oh, he's so trash, man. Why would you have Kyrie? He needs superstar with him. I'm like, dude, Kyrie is a fucking superstar. He's just not playing up to what he should be playing. And trying to explain basketball to someone that probably like just started watching a little bit sooner than us, it's.
But that Hard Rock kind of looking good, ain't it?
I don't get it, man. I don't know what it is. He's in his head. I mean, maybe when they go back to Dallas, he can come back down to earth and play the way Kyrie Irving does. But the team itself is like, I've been trying to find ways to hype this team up and like say, yo, they're gonna win, but it's Kyrie, Luka, and a bunch of role players. Literally a bunch of role players is all it is.
Not even. Not even. Right now, not even.
Yeah, it's not even. Yeah, they're not playing their roles at all. Like, it's got like Lively. Lively is scared of this moment. Like,
looks like seventh people off people's bench. You know what I mean?
You would think Lively went to like some fucking small school, like, bro. You went to Duke, bro. This shit should be in you. Lively's fucking scared of this series. Gafford, it's not the same. I would say PJ Washington's playing well for as best as he can at the end of the day, because he's the second leading scorer. He's shooting 12 shots a game, so he's being aggressive.
But the thing about PJ Washington, what made him successful in these previous series, and more
he's shooting 12% from three, bro.
I was just about to say that.
My God,
he hasn't found that 3-point shot yet, and he's now afraid to shoot it. Have you noticed? It's all fake drive. They'll give him that all fucking day.
And you know what's crazy? He's scared to shoot it. Kyrie can't shoot it, and everybody else sucks. And he's the second leading scorer. That's how bad it is for Dallas right now. That's why it's like, after I watched game one, I texted y'all. I was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all was afraid of. They ain't got no answers for y'all. Like, everything they could possibly do, y'all shut that shit down. Now, we're going to see what Kristaps, how Kristaps is going to fare moving forward. Sammy,
Jason Kidd at his next press conference, if they lose, you better say, we don't have the capacity.
We don't have the capacity. But actually, before I go to you, Sammy, A-Rod, I need to ask you about what you seeing with Luka. What you seeing with the boy?
With Luka?
Yeah.
It's a one-man band, bro. And you
ain't got lonely hours.
You ain't God. Go get ready for work, bro.
Damn, that's rough, bro. I feel bad for the dude because, I've watched it, bro. I watched Allen Iverson in the 2001 NBA Finals. That's my favorite basketball player of all time. It was him, And Dikembe can't shoot. Eric Snow can't shoot. George Lynch can't shoot with a hand in his face, at least. Oh, shit.
It's literally a team that shouldn't be there. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. It's a team that shouldn't be there. Like, we're happy Luka is there, but imagine if he had like a third option, and the third option is PJ Washington. Like, come on.
But PJ Washington is a good player. He just comes from a horrible Charlotte situation. And Michael Jordan can't run no fucking basketball team.
He's a six-man,
man. He's not a third option, though, man. Like, if they had another guy out there that would be good, I get it. But, like, you put all your chips in on PJ Washington, and it worked. It got you here. But
yeah. Because Grant Williams was not doing this shit. Speaking of Grant Williams, dog, his former team and his former team is in the finals. His bum ass is in Charlotte, dog. That shit must fucking hurt. He one step closer to Cancun than he's in the finals now. And he's just 2 years ago. I feel bad for Buddy, bro. I feel bad for Buddy. But shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. But if you look at like I don't want to look at Dallas like that. Never mind. Fuck it. Moving forward. So we talked about going back to Boston. We talked first. Remember last week we asked the question, who's the most important player out after Tatum and Brown? Now, if Kristaps is unable to go to the full capacity, because I said Drew, A-Rod said Derek White, I'm sorry, and Sammy, who you say?
I said Derek White.
Okay, so I think I'm right so far about Drew Holiday, but we're going to see what happens with Kristaps' injury, Sammy. If he's not, because he's not 100%, obviously. So if he can't play or he's just not Kristaps anymore, because to me, he's been right up there. Does your opinion change? Is it still Derek White, or would you maybe it's going to be Al Horford now? Maybe it's going to be like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I would still say Derek White. I mean, I'm not going to – I can easily skate and say, oh, yeah, Drew.
You fucking right, you can.
Yeah. But I mean, if Kristaps can't play, then it's gonna be Drew, right? Like he's gonna get more of a scoring load. He's gonna get more of a defensive burden because he's one of the best defensive guards in the league when it comes to guarding like bigger players than him. Yep. So he's gonna get some of those switches, and he's gonna ask for those switches, right? Because he can handle them. So I think yes, he's still going to be a critical part of this team. So or an important aspect of this team if we're gonna win. If Porzingis is not even like 65%. I think we only need like 75% Porzingis to be fine. Give us a solid 15 minutes if you can.
Well, what can he give? Because like I don't know what we've never heard of this injury. It's so fucking rare that only Kristaps can get it. What can he do? I don't know what his limitations is going to be. So like it's like you're up 2-0. How much do you think you need him to play game 3?
I don't think we do. I don't.
Then fuck it. Sit on the bench, and if we need you, we'll play in the second half. That's how I see it.
That's how I would put it too. I would say maybe put him in a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, just to get him some run. Just to stay kind of active, just to put him in there, just to like scare people a little bit, be like, oh snap, he's playing. But yeah, I wouldn't like to rely on him. Just because you're getting to the back end of you're getting closer to the back end of the series, so. It's going to be more critical if things get tough going forward that maybe he can be potentially healthy for that. But it's also looking like based on the scoring, based on how this team is functioning right now, like, yeah, game 1, he was huge, right? But dude, we won a game by 7 and we shot 26% from 3. Do you think we're going to continue to shoot 26%?
But all right, but look at this perspective. Your home cooking is home fucking cooking. Dallas, the role players that is scared of fucking Boston, because LeBron even said it. There's ghosts in that fucking building, dog. Like the Boston Garden is a fucking creepy fucking place to play. You don't think Derek Lively and all these dudes are gonna be like, all right, man, fuck that. We home. I got to be with my girl last night, sleep in my own bed, eat my mom's cooking. I'm good. They go into that game because in the first quarter they gonna punch you in the fucking mouth. And to me, what Kristaps was able to do coming in with the second unit, being the first guy off the bench, he squashed all that shit because y'all started off both games kind of the same way. Dallas is doing it, Luka doing his shit, everybody's just making threes and shit. Y'all shoot 1 for 9 from 3 for no reason. Like, what are you doing? But Kristaps comes on the court, we squashing all this shit. if you're not getting the same Kristaps, do you think y'all can keep that same? Because y'all gonna get you got to know you're gonna get punched in the mouth, right? So I mean,
Oh
what do
no,
you think?
absolutely. I expect it. But at the same time, I not only look at the Celtics shot selection, I look at the Mavericks shot selection, and I was fine even in the beginning when they took that lead with their shot selection. You got fucking Luka on one leg. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these
But
really
that's all
difficult
day,
guys gonna
35 a
make those,
game.
right? You know what I'm saying? But he's not just getting easy buckets. These guys aren't getting easy buckets. So you rely on that defense, and the fact that the Celtics were able to continue to play defense and not give up despite the fact that they were hitting some tough shots early, and not to mention that their three wasn't falling, they stayed consistent. You got to be scared as a Mavericks fan, as a Mavericks team. You got to be scared that they didn't let up. They did not let up. Then you're in the third quarter. You got to lead by 10. Drew Holiday still following Luka from full court.
My dog.
Full court, bro.
My dog. Hey, Rod, you still sticking with Derek White?
I ain't
As your
changing.
most important?
I ain't changing.
Dog, you see my dog Drew DNA, baby. It's in the DNA. Do you think if Kristaps is not going to be able to be him or even play, do you think that affects Boston to the extent where they can the Mavericks can make it the series?
I mean, look at what's going on now, man. Like, we don't have to talk about that. It looked like a fucking clown show out there. The bigs aren't playing like bigs, and nobody can hit a shot. So,
but they at home now. Like I said, that shit changed a little bit.
I got to see what happens in this next game. If they lose, then and Boston wins, then
Bro, I need your expert. Fuck the next game. What do you fucking think? What do you think?
I mean, I think their backs are up against the wall, and they're going to be playing at home. They're going to bring everything out, hopefully, and they can make shots. I'm looking for a series. I said 7 games, so I want to see 7 games is what I want to see.
It ain't smelling like that, bro. I'll tell you, it might more be like 5.
You want from me? Good cop, bad cop again, man. Here we go.
I'm just saying. All right. I'll let you live.
I'm looking like it's going to be a sweep. The way these fucking guys are playing, it's like Mickey Mouse out there running the court.
So we're all in agreement that the Celtics are going to win the series, right?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Sammy, give me your finals MVP right now. Go.
Jaylen Brown.
Ooh, A-Rod.
Jaylen Brown.
Ooh, me, Drew Holiday. I don't give a fuck. Do you think if this happens, though, the summer, they going to go crazy on Tatum name, dog. They going to go crazy. Sammy, it's going to happen, though. You got to know it's going to happen. Steph didn't win that first one. They were like, oh, it was Iguodala. Then KD save your career. Like, it's going to happen. He light-skinned, dog.
I know a 30-piece is coming. I know a 30-piece triple-double is coming.
I was wrong because I thought so.
I'm the biggest Tatum hater, but I know a 30-piece triple-double is coming. Based on the shot selection I saw, I was like, all right, good. Don't force it. Just take those shots.
On the road?
Fall. They're gonna fall. They're gonna fall, bro. He's done it before. They're gonna fall.
All right, man.
We all know Jason Tatum's gonna just get Mamba mentality on his chest when it's all
Stop it. Now, last thing with this series. So again, we're all on the agreement the Celtics are gonna win the series. Legacy wise, we're obviously because when y'all actually do win the series, we'll dive a little bit deeper in our upcoming series finale, y'all. Stay tuned. But we'll dive a little bit deeper on about legacies and shit. But like, who do you think this championship legacy? Just give me the name, give me the player, and we'll explain it later. Who do you think this championship will impact? I'll start with you, Sammy. Their legacy the most. Like, who do you think this is big for this person's legacy more than everybody else on the team?
Al Horford.
I like that. I like that answer a lot, bro. I do like that answer a lot.
That's fine.
A-Rod, you too?
Mm-hmm. Big Al.
To me, his legacy was already solidified. I think the respect for him was there. I think this it's different. Sammy, the thing is that had he won one of them holes earlier with Boston or with Atlanta, it would mean something more because like he's the fucking guy. You know what I mean? Or if not the number 2 guy. I think this. How Bill Walton won his championship, God rest the dead. He won his shit in Portland. That one meant more than the one that he won in Boston. You know what I mean?
Right, but when you look at the impact how Al Horford had on this team from the start, from the first time he signed his contract with the Boston Celtics, he changed the view of the Boston Celtics franchise
Yeah.
in the eyes of free agents, first of all. Second of all, he kept coming back, right?
They
And
traded him,
honestly,
he came back.
we let him get his cash.
That's crazy. That fact is
Jokes on y'all.
crazy.
No offense, jokes on you. We let
We
him
could,
get paid.
dog. Who was our
We
coach?
said,
Brett Brown? Dog, we
back
could.
home.
We didn't know what the fuck to do with him,
Come
dog.
back home. Come back home.
Anyway, the
Oh,
OKC. Oh
Philly's
my
gonna
God,
pay your contract?
dog.
Okay, come back home.
OKC tried to waive him. They said, yo, we don't know what to do with you, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're right. I love.
He dropped like a 20 piece his first game back in Boston or some shit.
I love the Al Horford pick. I just know what he did in college. That shit was resonates in my mind forever.
And my thing is too, like I'm not gonna
Echo, A-Rod, Echo.
Oh shit.
Is it an echo?
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah, both of y'all, because y'all on the same fucking thing. But yeah, go ahead, Sammy.
Let me lower my voice then.
A-Rod,
So
just mute yourself real quick.
So
All right, go
I
ahead.
think that the thing with Al Horford is the fact that, oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. The ring means a lot to me, and I think it means a lot to him because when you look at from a stat perspective and the package of the player that Al Horford is, you can compare him to Draymond Green. They're almost identical players with what they do. Granted, the way that Draymond Green went about it in his career is very different than how Al did, right? Al was just stand-up guy, played good defense, also can provide an offense. You know what I mean? He's not going to drop. Yeah, he can drop a 30-piece, but that's not what he's looking for. You're looking for the 15, 11, 20, and 11, you know, with steady assists and stuff like that. So
Was he shooting threes like this in college? No, right?
No, it wasn't until
you know how Chris Bosh changed his game to fit Miami? Yo, Al Horford literally, like, on the fly. And the way the NBA changed from the big man to the smaller big man, that's the credit that he gets for sure.
And that's what I was gonna like finish it off with saying was when you look at how he's progressed in age and changed how he impacts the game.
Yeah,
it just means so much more to him. He didn't care what it took to win a title. He wanted to win a title. And so I think it's just going to mean so much for his legacy. I'm hoping he'll at least be in the Boston rafters sometime, but I'm hoping he'll get into the Hall. He probably won't, but you know,
Al Horford probably won't. You know they factor in your college experience too, right? He won back-to-back champions. Yeah. Like that has not happened since then, and it was a while before it happened before then. So to me, that already solidified him. And to me, the consistency that he's had in the NBA, to me, the way I see him, he was a Hall of Famer already. I'm like, yo, this dude is he's 36, like 37, like he's bigger. So he's an old 36, 37. He ain't point guarding this shit. So I got a lot of respect for him, just the way he did it. And then A-Rod, you said Al Horford as well. Give me your quick explanation because I got my player.
I mean, he said everything I needed to say, man. The guy's done it. What hasn't he done? He just doesn't want to ship. That's it. And he keeps coming back. Like when teams write him off, he's back immediately. Boston knows what they had in him, and we're foolish to let him go. But it was all a Ponzi scheme at the end of the day, the way they ran this shit, and he find a way to bring him back. So
yeah,
big Al.
38 years old. Golly, bro. He just turned 38 a week ago. Shit. Good for him though. For me though, you know, Drew Holiday was a Sixer. Well, we drafted him. Like that was, you don't understand how much I hate the Sixers because I love that team. I love that team because of one person, Allen Iverson, and then I heard about Dr. J and I started watching. I was like, damn, I love this fucking team, and I hate the fact that I love that team so much because I hate the fucking Sixers. Like Drew Holiday, Andre Iguodala, like these fucking players that we've had in house, Kyle Korver, like we've had them, and they just go out everywhere else and blossom and shit. And I've been Lou Williams, another one. I've been such a big Drew Holiday fan since fucking the first time I saw him play basketball. I was like, I love this motherfucking dog. And to me, we talk about the best point guards in the league all the time. Tell me and this is no offense at all. I'm not trying to make this shit a viral moment or whatever, but like, yo, he's done more than Chris Paul, dog. Like he is been like the when you talk about a point guard, what he's able to do on both sides of the ball for his whole career till this day, and he's about to get his second ring. Like to me, there's no way the Milwaukee wins that shit without him. And to me, this team right here, what have I been saying they needed this whole fucking time? They need a fucking point guard, and they got the fucking point guard. And to me, just the way he is, and everything like that. I mean, his wife is an international soccer player as well for Team US, and she good as fuck too. Like to me, I think this just puts him in a I don't know, underrated. I don't want to say he's underrated, but like, golly, like this motherfucker is good as shit. So, and you know how me and A-Rod be feeling about Damian Lillard, and it's like the shit show that happened in Milwaukee compared to this beautiful magic that happened in Boston. To me, it's the point guard, bro. It's all about the point guard. And Drew Holiday, like, I don't see him going into the Hall of Fame before. Now it's like, why not? Why not? He about to be a two-time champ. Fuck it. For two teams that were rivals, come on, man. Like that's for me. That puts him like, yeah, we gotta put him in the Hall of Fame at some point. Like Chauncey Billups in the Hall of Fame. What the fuck is Drew Holiday not doing in the Hall of Fame? That's just how I feel. So I'm gonna leave it there. But let's move on from the finals, and I want to kind of just get to y'all brains real quick, because I've had shit on my mind in the sports world, and I didn't prepare y'all for this. So because I want your instant reaction of the first thing that comes to your mind within the world of sports, or it could expand outside of sports if you want to. This is our podcast. We do what the fuck we want. I'll start with you, A-Rod. What is going on right now in the world of sports that's been at the top of your mind? You just haven't had the outlet to just get it out and just really fucking dive in and talk about it. Has there been anything for you? The first thing that comes to your brain. It could be individual performance, or it could be a team. It could be a whole organization or a league. But go ahead.
I think for me, it's sports betting. That's what's been on my mind the most, man, because you see so many advertisements for it. And so many people that you wouldn't expect. I mean, at least for me, I hear like women saying, oh, I bet on all these sports and I don't know who they are, but I bet on the cute guy and I win all the time. And I'm like, holy shit, women are betting on sports. And then you see all these allegations of players getting caught or the interpreters getting caught. And it's like we're allowed to do sports betting now. And now players are, I mean, I'm with Sammy. Let them bet. Fuck it. Let them bet. But
you can't bet on your fucking team. I'm sorry.
I get it.
Don't bet on your sport and don't bet on your team, and I'm cool with it. Like if you bet on your sport, you have inside information. If you bet on your team, you have inside information, or you're throwing the game. And I don't want, as a sports fan, who the fuck wants to see?
Bro, if you're a celebrity, you have insider information anyway.
On what?
On anything. You could literally make a phone call to anybody.
Bro, you play on the fucking team. I'm sorry. I don't then we might as well just be the whole fucking WWE.
I agree with the team, but I don't give a shit about the sport. Fuck it. Like,
just bet on a different sport. Is it that hard? Is it that hard? You can bet on any sport you want, but your own sport. You're not gonna fucking lose any sleep over that.
What if you love the sport? Fuck it, man.
Nah, fuck that. I don't want to hear it. But A-Rod, sorry, we stole your shine. Go ahead, bro.
No, I mean that's what I've been noticing. Just like you see, Hard Rock, you see MGM, you see ESPN bets, you see everything being advertised, and like how corrupt it's getting with just sports betting and everything like that. I open up my phone and every day it's like the plus minus line every fucking day when I look at sports. And another thing that's been getting on my nerves is like fucking social media and sports. Like the memes that everybody makes for shit. It's like it's almost gut wrenching to me in a bit, because it's like you're defacing like raw talent of people, and you're just playing into your own stupidity, funny, whatever it is. I get it, it's funny. We send them all the time to each other, but it's like this man Luka Doncic is like doing everything he can to win a finals.
Yeah.
And you're labeling him a crybaby or turning him into this or saying he's soft or making him into something. And it goes for any other player that loses a big time championship thing. Like, it's hard for people to like competitors to go out there, compete, and then work so hard to get to the end, and then you lose. Yeah. So as opposed to them just like dealing with it, you gotta blast them all over social media and like make the Michael Jordan meme crying face on them or something like that. It's just like wow to me. Like it's just like nonstop. Social media never dies. So That's all I got.
You got anything to add to that, Sammy, as far as the social media piece? Because I 100% agree with you. I mean, I have fucking social media pisses me off, especially when it comes to like sports and shit. But anything you can ask, Sammy?
Nah, not on those. I mean, the only
Okay.
thing that really bothers me about sports, I didn't know if you were asking me, so I guess I'll just go.
Now. What's been on your mind lately that just you haven't been able to just get the fuck out?
Like, how the fuck is the United States not the best team at soccer? Like, I just don't understand it. Like, I'm not trying to, like, it's so fucking frustrating, dude. You got this team, like, no disrespect to people from Colombia, but you got this team of people who probably didn't have shoes until they were 12, and these guys are
hungry.
5-1.
They hungry.
5-1, bro. Are you
They
serious
hungry.
right now?
You gonna take the rich kid over the hungry kid? Like, come on, let's be honest. If there was a piece of fucking like dinner on the middle of the fucking street, and you got this kid from this academy, that academy, and this other kid from fucking Medellin.
It's not even just the. I mean, that's part of it.
Echo.
When you look at the soccer federation as a whole, you're just like, dude, like, are you guys are you dumb? Like, you literally have probably on paper one of the most talented teams on the planet, like easily top 10 of talent wise, and you're getting beat by Colombia. Like,
they're hungry, dog. They fucking hungry,
man. Fucking coach, bro. Like, how long? Like, how? Like, you know, I feel so bad for Vic, and I guess I'm speaking for Vic, but it's just I feel so bad for Vic. Like, he wants to love it, and he wants us to love it with him. And I try.
Yeah,
I really do,
he tries, bro. He tries.
I watch all the leagues. See, I watch all the leagues, and I see these players. McKennie, you know, I see Gio, I see Pulisic, I see Weah, you know, I see Balogun, I see Anthony Robinson. I'm like, damn, these guys are fucking good. Like, these guys can play. They're in these top leagues. You know, they're competing. They're doing well. They get together, and that's the problem though, because you see Pulisic when he went to AC Milan, bro. He was cooking, hungry, ready to kill. You know what I mean? He had one of the best seasons of a single player, and actually the best season of a United States player in Italy. First of all, second of all, one of the best seasons overall as a player who first transfers to Serie A. So like he's like breaking records practically by going over there. So it has nothing to do with hunger, talent, all that stuff. It has everything to do with the fact that the Soccer Federation in the United States has their fucking head so far up their ass. They have no idea what's going on. They're like, I don't know. We're never going to compete with Netherlands and France and all this stuff. Well, yeah, because maybe we should just take a page out of the French book and just go to Africa and just start fucking colonizing again. Just take all those kids and bring them to the United States. Why don't we just do that?
They already tried that. They be getting kids from Mexico, getting kids from Germany. They already tried it. It's not working. They're not getting the right type of talent. But they're just not hungry, bro. I'm telling you, it's just you put a piece of steak in the middle of the fucking road. I know that motherfucker with no shoes is gonna get that fucking steak before this motherfucker that's wearing fucking Jordans at the age of 12 or 9 or 8 and got a tablet already. I told you about the Gen Zers earlier. If the fate of the world is in their hands right now, oh, we fucked. Oh, I'm telling you. So, and that's me, old man. Like A-Rod says, old man, get off my porch. I don't want to think like that. But I'm gonna take the hungry kid over the kid that just got shit all the time. That's just how I see it. But anything you want to add to that, A-Rod, from a U.S. soccer perspective?
They're an embarrassment, man. It just sucks. Like,
are we overreacting to one game? Like, come on, like it's recency bias.
We're not, man. Like Sam, what was it, 4 years ago? That team was really good 4 years ago too. They were putting the pieces together for everything. But they go and get the stupid ass coach, man. Like they bring back Berhalter again. Like it's time to move off of like we already poach other countries for their players. Poach other countries for the fucking coach, man. Do it. We had like a conversation to get Zidane, man. There was a conversation. And what's the Germany the guy used to smell his armpits and shit and farts and all that. That dude.
Flick,
those guys are championship caliber fucking guys, man. They've won World Cups or they won big things, man. Like they know what they're doing. What has Berhalter ever sniffed?
Ass,
exactly.
Not his ass. Not like joking.
What ass?
All right, y'all. All right, let me give y'all mine. Unfortunately, I'm very just. I listen to too many podcasts. I'm too obsessed with sports and shit, and the discourse over the last few months, weeks, couple weeks, the last 2 weeks now, with the Caitlin Clark situation, it's literally driving me fucking crazy. And I've been supporting the WNBA since fucking 1990 fucking 7 with the comments, right?
Yeah.
And I love the fucking
James. Happy International Women's Day.
Hey, first of all, happy International Women's Day. I've been supporting these motherfuckers for a long time, dog. Like, I'm a fucking fan. And it was never pushed in my face. I gotta talk about this shit. And I love the way this girl played basketball. I love Caitlin Clark. She's a good basketball player. I think what she's doing for the game is fantastic, right? But goddamn, I'm fucking tired of this shit. It's like I'm literally listening to, because we talked about it a little bit last week. It's like men and women, like we talk about like we're so divided. It's like it's all over the place. And I hate when I go on social media, especially Twitter, because everybody on Twitter be bold as fuck and say what the fuck they want. You want to find some racist folks? You want to find some the worst kind of human beings in the world? Go ahead and click on somebody's Twitter page, dog. You're gonna see everything. And
I love Twitter, by the way.
Fuck Twitter, dog. Fuck that shit, dog. I go on that shit the other day because I was bored. I just clicked on the trending topic. I clicked Caitlin Clark. I said, fuck it, let me see what people are saying. And that shit drove me fucking crazy. She's a good basketball player. But like they turned this shit into the only reason why she didn't make the fucking Olympic team because she's white. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are we talking about in this country now? What are we talking about in this fucking country now? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I saw this one lady, and I don't ever come back at people and talk shit that I don't know. She said, entitled African Americans. I said, entitled? What the fuck are we talking about? Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu just did the 3-point contest against Steph Curry. Fucking Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird. We've been promoting white women in the fucking league this whole time. But now, she didn't make the team. Oh, these motherfuckers is racist. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what are we fucking doing now? We got Stephen A. Smith, Monica McNutt, but I can't stand that lady. McButt.
Happy Women's Day.
First of all, happy International Women's Day. We got all these like back and forth. Like, you don't know basket. You don't know how we play in the. You don't know how we. You don't know how we play in the W. You don't know what it is. Oh, y'all think y'all should do this? I'm like, yo, everybody needs to shut the fuck up. Like, so sports media. I used to love the reason why I got into podcasting and I used to do sports journalism and all that shit was because I love the fucking journalistic aspect of it. Now it's just a bunch of fucking love and hip hop. Every fucking time I turn on the fucking TV, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I don't want to watch sports for reality fucking television. It's literally getting on my fucking nerves. So I just needed to get that. Like, everybody got something to say. Oh, they
having a baby.
Huh?
Brittany Griner's having a baby. Like, it's wild now.
Brittany Griner's having a baby?
Yeah, how?
You fucking lying. She's having a baby?
Yeah, put it in the chat. Or her partner's having the baby.
Oh, yeah. Come on, you know, bro.
I know. I'm just trying to be funny with all that.
Are they on the same? I'm sorry. You're not. You're not Vic, bro. I'm sorry.
I can't. Vic,
shit. Who the fuck is Sherelle?
That's a woman. Anyways.
Listen, Grinder.
Hot take. We praise Caitlin Clark for what she has done for the WNBA and all the things that she has done to make it marketable. Is she ruining the WNBA at the same time?
Hey, what do we say about Michael Jordan? The greatest basketball player ever ruined the fucking NBA. Now it's six rings. I'm like, God, can they just play basketball? Like, Sammy, to your credit, we've been dogging this dude, Jason Tatum. He's fucking 26 years old. Like, goddamn, can we chill? And it's like, we look at the WNBA, it's like, I'm telling you, I'm turning on everyone's podcast. KG certified, Rasheed Wallace. Is Angel Reese the Rasheed Wallace of the WNBA? I'm like, oh, what are we doing, bro? It's like we don't know how to act with this new access to women's basketball, and it's driving me fucking crazy. Like,
Tune in to the WNBA All-Star Weekend where they have a layup contest.
Stop it, dog. Don't do that, dog. Yo, listen. Don't do that. My boo Candace Parker won a slam dunk contest in high school, dog. So leave that shit alone. It wasn't college, whatever it was.
Against herself, man.
Hey, she was dunking that bitch though. All right, man. Fuck it. I'm done. I ain't gonna talk. Even fucking broke ass, bankrupt ass Antonio Brown talking shit about Caitlin Clark. He said they woke up a monster. Hater report CTE SPN 10 points. Like, no, what do you got? What are you talking about, AB? Go fucking go take care of your kids or something. I don't know, bro. It's just the discourse and the talk and the conversation about the women's game is starting to get on my nerves. And now I'm seeing this fucking tweet where Brittany Griner his shit. And man, you know what? Hey, it is what it is, dog. I just hope they get their bread. But yo, look at the fucking team that made it to the Olympics for the WNBA for the women's. Shut the fuck up, dog. Caitlin Clark was not ready. And now they put on the team as an afterthought. Now everybody gonna be mad anyway. All you like sad, depressed, like, you know, no offense, white folks that's like, oh, this race, like, y'all need to chill the fuck out, dog. Like, come on now. Like, calm the fuck down. So I'm gonna leave it there, dog. That's all I gotta say.
To KK's credit, he is African and he is American, so
well, you know, I am a U.S. citizen, so
when I'm in the airport, I'm no longer white. Just letting you know that.
Are you what was Scotty Scheffler? Are you North African? But that's all I got on the ticker today. I just want to say, JT Real Muto, get well soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? God damn. I can't just be happy with the Phillies, but I'm happy with what we're doing. But JT, get that knee right. The Edmonton Oilers, y'all letting me down. Like, y'all, the flashing was cool, but what the fuck? Y'all couldn't follow that shit up with nothing. And I've watched Connor McDavid. That motherfucker's good, though. He's fast as shit on the ice. So that's another observation that I had. Now, do any of y'all got our bets from Mr. Vic? Did he provide them?
Let's see what he said.
Cause like,
also Edmonton tits or get the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
He said Colin and Max, whatever.
All right, Sammy. I need you to give me the best impression that you can. You got to hold it down for your boy. We're doing Vic's picks for the U.S. Open this weekend, right? All right, Sammy, Mr. Sammy, take it away, sir. What do we got? What do we got as the best bets this weekend?
Yeah, we're looking here. So we got the tournament coming up, and
don't do that. Don't do that, dog. We can't get through this segment like this. I'm sorry. I got to cut you off now because I'm not going to make it. But please, give me the best bets that we got.
Yeah, he said Colin and Max. So take that what you will for the U.S. Open.
He got no top 10 finishes or nothing? I'm going, my dog Bryson DeChambeau, that's all I'm going to say, dog. I'm going for it again. I'm going for it again, dog. I'm just him and Xander Schauffele. That's who I'm going to put my money on them and then slide a couple pennies over to Scotty Scheffler because you have to do that nowadays. So that's all I got. But A-Rod, what you got?
He a thug. You definitely got to put on Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, hey, Shorty want to be a thug.
Highlights is incorporating him throwing a football. I was like, damn.
He one of them now. He one of them.
Speaking of Twitter, you saw that lady that came out and said that shit?
No, I didn't see nothing. What'd you say?
Some lady was, I don't know. She's like some social media lady. She was like out there like cutting her whatever white people make. I don't know, carrots, parsnips. Yeah. She was just like, she dropped the M-bomb. She said, all my friends, like husbands are broke ass N.
What?
Yeah, and then she came out like a few days later and was like trying to be apologetic and completely wasn't. and was just like, it's America, it's freedom of speech.
Oh my God. Twitter, bro. I'm telling you. I just blame Twitter for all of this shit.
I feel like Scotty could get away with that though if he wanted to.
I blame Twitter for all this shit. So we got that. All right, that's all I got. What you got for your naysayer, Sammy?
Don't fuck your friends' wives.
Oh my God. Come on, you're not Vic, bro. It doesn't work the same way, dog.
It's so funny.
Wait, whoa. Am I can I whoa. What? Did I miss something?
I'll tell you after.
Oh my Lord Jesus. Oh my God. Hey Rod, what do you got for the naysayers, sir? God damn.
I'm gonna do my best KK impression. Well, the New York Yankees, we're number 1 in MLB, so it's looking good. We have Anthony Rizzo, we have Gleyber Torres, we got Aaron Judge, DJ LeMahieu's back, Juan Soto.
He trash. He batting 178. Fuck him.
Oscar Wells just hit a home run.
Trash.
Let me tell you who my favorite Yankees are of all time. There's probably 37 of them. I'll go right down the list from start.
Go ahead, bro.
To start. Anyway.
Let them hear you, bro. Let the kids hear you, dog. We tell stories over here. Grandpa 2K said we can tell the story, but
Yankees are balling. Hey, Christian Bermudez, big ups to you for going overseas and playing over there. That was really cool to see you guys out there play in.
My dog.
Was it West Ham Stadium? It was really cool to see you. Love watching you shine, man. We've been following you for a long time, obviously from the college drunken days to the more professional days, and we root for you all the time. From my naysayers, life is good right now. Got another contract I'm writing tonight. Life is good with the woman. I got no complaints. Don't fuck with me. I'm on a wave and I'm riding this shit.
He said he on a wave and he riding that shit like motherfucking Space Mountain. All right. All I'm gonna say is shout out to my dog Bermudez, like you said. That's a big deal. But shout out to my dog Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, look, we got you for whatever you want, bro. We got you. And you know, the way we know the skin tone colors and the NFL coaches, you know, it's a little dicey. You know, you look at NBA completely different. You look at NFL and college football, it's like, oh shit. So shout out to my dog Mikey T for holding it down for us. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully him and Russ and Justin Fields can figure some shit out because goddamn, it's going to be messy. It's about to be messy in Pittsburgh. But yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to the Phillies. We see y'all. Like I said, we gonna see y'all. What up? Hey, Sammy. Y'all about to lose this game right quick. We up 4-1 bottom of the ninth. I'm just gonna say that. Stop it, bro. You act like you care a little bit. Fenway Sports.
Baseball season hasn't started for him until the finals is done. And it probably won't even start then either.
That's fair. Hey, Rod, where can they find us at?
You can find us on Twitter at @fair_weather_pod. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Search the Fair Weather Podcast, and wherever you subscribe or listen to podcast audio, you can catch us there too. Search the Fair Weather Podcast. Somebody take it away with some words of wisdom.
Sammy, take it away. Your best Vic impression. You got time to redeem yourself. Go ahead.
No, I can't. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Rod, you got something for me? I need a Vic impression.
All right,
now.
guys. It's going to be a great game against the Green Goblins versus the Dallas Cowboy wannabes over in Dallas. You're going to be looking at Luka Magic trying to put the shine out there, but it's not going to be that good. And I'm doing my best, Vic, but I got nothing for you, bro. That's it.
Hey, all I said, Luka, Puka Nakua, Barracuda, don't matter. Celtics at 5, maybe 4. Peace.
I know.